Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sunkara. In this video, we are going to discuss the upcoming manual for the government officers while dealing or while briefing the press. So, the do's and don'ts while briefing the press, which the government officers should do and should not do. So, police briefing should not result in the media trial. Police briefing should not result in the media trial because in many cases, the officers, including the DG rank officers of the police department, and so many, even the public prosecutors, additional advocate general of AP, like that, so many people, they are coming and briefing the press. So, it should not result in so-called media trial. Already, due to the advent of so many electronic media, so many print media, so many press, so many channels, the media trial is going on. Even in films also it has come. When some accident takes place or some person dies, the so-called electronic media person comes and places the mic before the mouth of the bereaved person, weeping person, and ask him as to what happened. That fellow will slap him. It should not be there. Very classic example, I will give one example. You may be knowing the World Trade Center 2001, 11th September or 11th November, I don't remember the date correctly. Anyway, so 3,000 people died in the attack, Pentagon attack or the World Trade Center. So 3,000 people died. Did you see any of the dead bodies? Same thing happened in the so-called Taj Hotel, Bombay. You have seen every people. So that is the difference between electronic media of other countries and our country. Even the officers also like that. Of course, the officers are also from the same, they did not come from other places. So there should be some control over the people before addressing the media. So, Honorable Justice, Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Pamadi Khantam Srinath Simha, and Manoj Mishra, while dealing with the case of PUCL, People's Union for Civil Liberties versus State of Maharashtra, 2014. So, criminal appeal number 1255 by 1999. Once again, they directed the DJPs, Director Generals of Police of all states, to give their suggestions on preparing a manual for media briefing. Manual for media briefing. So please remember, suggestions from the NHRC may also be taken into consideration because rights of the accused are also very, very important. If the Supreme Court circular did not come that the police should not show the faces of the criminals, then definitely by this time, the number of criminals' faces would have been shown and the so-called test identification would have been a failure. Normally, so many people even asked me also, what is the purpose of showing a person in mask? But that is the rule of the Supreme Court regarding identity of a person. Likewise, so on one occasion, it happened in my case only. I didn't know in the year 1997 or 1998 that I didn't know that I should not divulge the name of a woman who was subjected to the so-called ravishment. And incidentally, I told her name, expressed her name. Of course, at the time, the so-called Section 228A of the IPC did not come, but still, SP warned me, you should not disclose the name of the victims because it causes much embarrassment to her dignity. So many people will be there, so many mistakes will be committing. So very recently, I think in some media briefing, very recent in the state of AP, it happened at Hyderabad. So these people, they are slipping. So some man says that it is like from Godavari to Ganga, so not Ganga, and the birthplace of Ganga is so Nasika Tarambakam. The other man is correctly known, it is the birthplace of Krishna. Actually, the person Godavari. We all laugh. So likewise, you should not become a laughing stock. So be prepared. When you are going to take up the press meeting, you must be prepared. You must be able to answer the queries from the other side also. What to do, what to tell and what not to tell, which will affect the investigation, which will affect the rights of the accused persons, which will affect the human rights. All these things should be taken into consideration. Therefore, Honorable Supreme Court of India appointed Senior Advocate Gopal Shankar Narayan as the amicus curiae for this particular topic. Amicus curiae already sent a notice with so many questionnaire, with so many points, and of course all the DGPs, they will respond, and later in due course a manual will be prepared, right? So the problem is regarding media. Already in the beginning I told you, media, number of channels have come up. Media is a self-regulatory estate. We cannot restrain the media. Media can't be restrained from reporting so many cases. In the case of Arushi murder, so many different versions. Media trial has come. More than us, more than the police officers, they have investigated. Ultimately, it resulted the father and mother, the doctor's duo, they were the culprits. But entire blame was gone through the other party. Like that, so many versions are there. So the nature of disclosure should be there. No doubt. Very simple point is, if a police officer, like me, if I am asked, I will tell only one thing. Matter is under investigation. If a judge is asked, of course judges, they don't come to the media trial. So if the judge is asked, he will also say the case is sub judice, pendent light. That's all. We will not disclose any information because it will affect the investigation in future. No doubt, certain things have to be told. Suppose if some dacoity case takes place, the public should be alerted. At that time, we have to alert the public. So likewise, different what I want to tell you is, the briefing should be dependent on the facts and circumstances of the case. Anyway, so if the manual comes, it will be useful to all the department officers, particularly the police officers. Let us hope on some day or other the manual will come. Till such time, let us wait for the same. So anyway, I advise, as a senior man, advise the police officers to show some restraint, at the time of the press meet. Thank you.